We don't have time for this.
Hey, why do you get to kick down all the doors? I want to kick one. Ow, shit! It's locked! My ankle!
What is this, your first take-in?
Hello everyone. There's one rather strange scene in Rick and Morty Season 7's Rick Prime storyline. But the show's Total Recall parody has finally provided an explanation. The conclusion of the Rick Prime plot, which has been the central theme of the show's overall narrative for a number of seasons, took up a significant portion of Rick and Morty Season 7. Almost all of Rick Prime's questions have been addressed as of Rick and Morty Season 7, Episode 5, with the exception of one, which the Total Recall parody neatly wrapped up. The much-awaited 7th season of Rick and Morty, the cherished animated science fiction sitcom, is now airing on Adult Swim. The absurd antics of the titular pair have returned in Rick and Morty Season 7, but the show has also successfully balanced these tales with the main Rick Prime plot. This Rick Prime narrative has finally come to an end in Rick and Morty, but despite their best efforts to move on to other standalone tales, references to Rick Prime continue to surface. In Rick and Morty Season 7, Episode 5, Rick, Morty, and Evil Morty eventually take on Rick Prime. Although they are able to kill him, the fight is not one that they win easy. In an effort to kill the three, Rick Prime draws a number of weapons, which Evil Morty can examine with his eye patch scanner. At one point, Kuato Rick, identified by Evil Morty's eye patch, is a mutant version of Rick Prime that erupts from Rick Prime's chest brandishing a shotgun. Kuato, although Rick is obviously a reference to the character Kuato from the film Total Recall. That's not the main reason this Easter egg is so intriguing. Wet Kuato Mortican Summer, the 7th episode of Rick and Morty Season 7, is entirely about Kuatos, even if the protagonists never admit that Rick Prime had one. Considering how many Kuatos are shown in the episode, it's strange that not a single individual brings up Rick Prime's recent 2-episode encounter. Wet Kuato Mortican Summer could provide an explanation for Rick Prime's origins of his Kuato, even if Rick and Morty never does. In the episode, Summer and Kuato Morty visit an underground Kuato club where everyone who attends has a different form of the mutant. But when Summer wakes up after being abducted, she finds Kuato Morty gone. It seems that there is a sizable illegal market for Kuatos, and affluent individuals pay to get their own. Rick Prime most likely purchased his Kuato from this organization. However, it's conceivable that he obtained it in a manner similar to Summer's. The Kuato vendors are taken aback at seeing a naturally created Kuato, implying that it would be peculiar for Rick Prime to experience such an uncommon occurrence. Rather, it seems more probable that Rick Prime purchased his, since this peculiar theme appears in both Rick and Morty episodes. Rick